I hope you don't mind. I make you an extra $1,663 tax-free per month for your family in the next 5 minutes. And all that I ask in return is that one, you pay attention, please, and two, you hit that like button for free. Let's get right into it. Jordan Anderson, VA Claims Academy. $1,663 per month, okay? That's not clickbait. That is what you're going to receive minimum when you get a 70% rating, and I'm going to show you exactly how to guarantee yourself a 70% rating for your mental claim, your mental VA disability claim. This includes PTSD, somatic symptom disorder, chronic pain syndrome, insomnia even. This includes adjustment disorder, okay, depression, yada yada. Now what you're going to want to do, of course, what am I going to say? VA Claims Academy, you know what I'm going to say. Personal statement, personal statement, personal statement. But let's back up. First, for any claim, you need a diagnosis, okay? Even after the service, during the service, you need a medical diagnosis on record to claim anything. Guys, if they have a diagnosis that says general and in the notes they say, oh, this patient is experiencing some anxiety, that's not an anxiety diagnosis. It has to be an official diagnosis, okay? Now that we know that, let's move forward. We need to submit a personal statement that is bulletproof. That is the crux of the paid bootcamp VA Claims Academy, where we offer, of course, fully pre-written personal statements for this 70% claim, which is obviously worth $1,600 a month, and also every single high roller claim. Here's how you're gonna do it exactly. For a mental claim, you're going to need to demonstrate through storytelling total social and occupational, meaning work, right? What you do for a living, impairment, okay? Total, this is the key word, total. When you are writing your personal statement, I need you to write this down and have this in a window next to you, have it written down next to you, refer back to it, okay? Of course, if you have the VA Claims Academy Bootcamp Master Tier or Grandmaster, of course, you're gonna get this all done for you. But for those who aren't, if you wanna do this for free, I'm giving you free game right now worth $1,600 a month. Please stay to the end of the video to get the full value. You're going to need to demonstrate, constantly think, okay, is this sentence relevant to explaining how I have total social and occupational impairment? If the answer is no, if you're going off on tangents, vets, about how much you're upset about this and how much you're suffering and how I wake up from nightmares, guys, no one cares, okay? The VA does not care. I know that is harsh. I know that is harsh. I'm not here to give you therapy. I'm here to make you some dang money, okay? So that way you can get to therapy and have the freedom to do what you want. But when you go off on tangents like this, the VA raters are not going to read your VA statement. They're not gonna read your personal statement. A lot of the VA raters, guys, they have Cheeto fingers, okay? They got Cheeto dust on their fingers. They're government employees. They're hardly paying attention to your claim, a lot of them. That's just reality. So that means every single sentence that we write needs to be impactful, it needs to be relevant, stay on target. Total social and occupational impairment. Let me tell you what that looks like, okay? Here's a chart right now of the 100% threshold for mental claims. And it's gonna say total social and occupational impairment due to symptoms such as grossly inappropriate behavior, disorientation of time and place, things like that, okay? So you're gonna have to take those symptoms and storytell them, all right? And then relate those to how that affects you socially in terms of total impairment and how that gives you total occupational impairment. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have PTSD or chronic pain syndrome, whatever. Let's say I have migraines. Hey, I'm waking up or I have a back pain. I'm tossing and turning in the bed. Guess what? My wife is having to wake up. She can't sleep in the same bed as me. Our relationship is strained. We're no longer getting intimate, okay? This has fractured our relationship. We're on the verge of divorce. That's total impairment, okay? Hey, I get into work. I'm frustrated. I'm constantly on edge. I displayed grossly inappropriate behavior, not by saying that in the personal statement, but by saying that, hey, I go in and I yell at my boss and I snap. I've gotten written up 2 times this month. I'm about to get fired and I don't know how I'm going to hold another job. Guess what? That's total occupational impairment. Okay? Total social impairment. Hey, my wife and I, we're on the verge of splitting up. We can't take this anymore. My service-connected injuries and my service-connected mental status has put a total strain on our relationship. You know, it's in the process of being over. Do you have to actually be divorced? No. Do you have to actually get divorced after your personal statement? No, you do not. You're attesting to whatever your true story is, okay? Right? If it's, okay, you're translating your true story into VA speak. If you go on about how you're really sad and you know, you feel like no one wants you, blah, 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 and you do not relate specifically to this, the VA does not care. I care, sure. But for the sake of this, the VA does not care. All right, so I'm gonna ask you to keep all the fluff out. All right, save it for the therapist because I promise you, in this process, no one cares. Keep it here and stay locked in on target. Guys, just to wrap it up, number one, in order to get $1,663, you need a diagnosis for a rateable mental claim, okay? That means anxiety, depression, adjustment disorder, insomnia, PTSD, somatic symptom disorder, chronic pain syndrome. You have a diagnosis? Check. Number two, submit a claim, a supplemental claim if you want to increase, or an initial claim, okay, if you want your initial claim. All this is laid out step by step. It holds your hand at VA Claims Academy Bootcamp, okay? The online course, super easy, super quick. Getting a 100% rating has never been easier. Link is down below. Okay, number three, you submit a personal statement on VA Form 41-38 Bravo, which again, you don't have to remember that. It's in your resources tab in the course. All you gotta do is copy paste the template in there for you and then adjust it to your truth, right? Submit your, swap your name, go ahead and change a couple of things around in terms of what your true story is. And your whole time, you're focusing on total social and total occupational impairment. That is how you guarantee yourself $1,663. Now, can you actually guarantee that the VA rater is going to do their job? Of course not, guys. Again, these people, a lot of them have Cheeto fingers, Cheeto dust on their fingers. Of course, there's a potential that you'll have to do a high-level review, but I can guarantee that that will be at least a 70% level claim, okay? I hope this helps, vets. Go ahead and hit that like button. Again, it's free. I like to offer you value. It helps me offer you more value and get you paid for your family in the future, okay? I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.